everybody, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Master 88 here, and welcome to the newest episode of the Linux Roundtable podcast. It's been a long time since we've done this, and I don't want to waste you guys' time, so what do y'all say we get into this, shall we? So, the Linux Roundtable podcast is officially back as of this new episode. Um, the biggest change that I think you guys are gonna notice is I'm pretty much doing these solo now. Whereas in the past I would have people on with me, but I made the decision not that long ago to where for the foreseeable future I'm just gonna do the Linux Roundtable podcast solo. At least for now. So anyway, let's get to the main topic of our podcast today. But first, as you all know, coffee. Okay, so the topic for today's podcast, folks, is very, 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 very fundamentally simple. So, I want to spend this podcast basically talking to you guys pretty much a lot of developments that I've been noticing, with Microsoft basically. So, the one thing I'm noticing with Microsoft specifically is not only are they pushing AI down people's throats, I'm also noticing that once again they are definitely getting into telemetry and data collection as expected. And basically, like most data collection and telemetry collection, it's pretty much being done without anybody's express written consent as per usual, which I'm not surprised that Microsoft is using unscrupulous business practices to do telemetry and data collection again. The biggest culprit is pretty much Windows 11 in my opinion. Windows 11, while it looks really good, I've noticed for a long time that they're cramming telemetry and data collection stuff into it, as well as they're just cramming AI into it, and I'm not all for that. Windows 10 and backwards is what I'll be using here and out. If I need to use Windows for a particular piece of software, but for the most time, people, I'm pretty much sticking to my MX Linux, which I love MX Linux to death. But Microsoft is just not doing good at all, in my opinion. They're doing so much stupid stuff, in my opinion, and that's why, the way I pretty much respond to Microsoft is, if you're going to put data and telemetry collection in there, that's going to take my personal data without my express written consent in there, as well as cram my eye into it, I'm just going to stick to either Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows XP. That's it, as well as pretty much the MX Linux, Linux Mint Mate, Ubuntu Mate, all the distros that I use. Other than that, you ain't gonna see me use Windows 11. Not touching 11 with 15-foot pole, in my opinion. And it's not the first time, folks, that I've had a lot of concerns when it comes to Microsoft. I've had even when Windows 10 was the main OS, I had concerns back then because they were putting data collection and telemetry stuff into Windows 10. And honestly, the one thing I'm thankful for is we have solutions for scraping that telemetry and data collection stuff off Windows 10 thanks to a whole bunch of nice scripts and pieces of free and open source software that can pretty much get all that stuff out to where we can use Windows 10 as a really good operating system, which in my opinion, Windows 10 is amazing. I would have to say, data collection and telemetry aside, on a security front, it's really, really amazing. It really is. it's just on the data collection and telemetry side, it's a piece of crap, in my opinion. But not just that. I think just putting all my thoughts aside, I would have to say Windows 10 is a really stable OS that can pretty much either get your real work done or your gaming done. Simple as that. But I'm just going to say this right now, folks, and I'm going to be very honest and blunt with you. Even if Windows 11 did not have data and data collection telemetry in it, there's just other things about Windows 11 I'm just not happy about. Number one, Windows 11 does not naturally support older computers or legacy hardware anymore. It's strictly newer hardware. Number two, I mean, the out-of-box experience has changed completely, and they've also decided to rip local accounts out of it. So, thankfully, we have solutions to mitigate that problem, but other than that, I'm just not going to touch Windows 11 ever again. It's going to be Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows XP, or the Linux distros that I love to enjoy. That's just it. And when it comes to Windows anyway, sure, I use Windows for a bit of gaming, like specifically with Minecraft, for example. But at the same time, I also use Windows mainly for one of my hobbies, which is basically as a hobby. I like to make my own Yu-Gi-Oh cards just for fun, just for a hobby. And I need a specific piece of software that only works in Windows to make that magic happen. When it comes to Linux, I can't do that. But anyway, folks, that's pretty much my thoughts on Microsoft in a nutshell. If you want to see my Microsoft rant from many years ago, just look on my YouTube channel. You should be able to find my Microsoft rant in one of my earliest outdoor live streams. So just search for it. You'll be able to find it. But anyway, folks, that is it for this return edition, as I'm calling it, of the Linux Roundtable podcast. I thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed these, just as much as we all do, then smash that like button, ring-a-ding that notification bell, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Remember, I have my Patreon as well. There are 2 tiers to choose from. My $3 Green Penguin tier and the $5 Red Penguin tier. Both have Linux tech and Yu-Gi-Oh content on them, as well as content that you will not find on this channel. So if you want the good stuff, subscribe to my Patreon. Anyway, folks, until next time, this is Yu-Gi-Oh Master 88 saying see you later.